Was this episode 3?
This is 3.
Yeah, last week it got a little crazy at the end. I don't even know if they could hear anything that was going on at the end of the episode.
It was a lot. I feel like we always have to fight for our seat in heaven.
I don't know if it's a weed situation, but one of us do.
I do. I think I really need to get dipped again.
Okay, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't know if you walked up there, they would be like, "Oh no, you've already done this."
Right. I feel like the water was like start kind of like smoking a little bit.
Oh, that's kind of scary.
Well, my life is scary.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, if anybody's wondering, like, what is this in Toya's arm? What is she doing? I don't know. Y'all probably can't see like
Right.
the top, but
right.
they can see the. So she's getting an IV drip. My girl been traveling. She came back late one night and had to go to work early the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not even lying, she just sat over here and took a 15-minute nap because she is tired and jet lagged. So she's getting an IV drip. It's got some vitamins in there for her, some B complex, some vitamin C, some zinc for immunity. So that's why she got her arm like that. And she's not going to move it until I take the...
Yeah, I'm not going to do too much
moving
at all. But it's super comfortable. I'm excited about it. I'm excited. Super proud of you.
Thanks.
This is
yeah, so I guess I never...
Yeah, talk about like, girl, we plugged this shit.
So y'all already know already that I'm a flight attendant and a nurse. Mm-hmm. And now I'm a nurse that's opened my own business. I have an IV hydration business now. It's called Aviation Hydration. I've been open for like 4 months now. And this is basically what I do. I provide IV hydration to people, whether it's jet lag, immunity. I even have someone that gets beauty drips. So she gets biotin, vitamin C, B complex, and a antioxidant called glutathione. She gets all that in her IV because she wants it for her hair, skin, and nails.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, so she comes every 2 weeks and she gets her IV drip for that reason.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's my new venture.
Girl, you go, girl. It's like, this is like self-care to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's different. I feel like people in Memphis, there's other places here that do it, but I feel like a lot of people in Memphis don't really know about it. Like, They're like, what's IV hydration? Right. And it's so many different names: IV vitamin therapy, IV infusion, IV drip. Like, it's so many different things that people call it. So, it's me learning that I have to explain a lot more what it is. Yeah. But basically, the reason why you get it is because when you take oral vitamins, you only are getting about 50% of the benefits of the vitamin. And that's because when you take the vitamin, that the digestive process breaks down the vitamin, and it leaves you with about 50% of the benefit by the time it gets to your bloodstream.
Makes sense. Whereas
IV, this is going straight into your bloodstream. So these are liquid vitamins in fluids, and they're going straight into your bloodstream. So you get 100% of the benefits.
Wow, I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
And then the extra fluid didn't hurt anybody because it's summertime, it's hot, we're losing a lot of water by sweating and stuff, and we don't drink the water to replace it. So you're getting 1,000 milliliters of fluid, which is basically like drinking a gallon of water.
Oh my God! Yes.
Because my girl was asleep. I'm talking about knocked out.
I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so excited about this. Yeah. So everybody check it out. Seriously.
Yeah, I can only do it in the state of Tennessee right now. Mm-hmm. Once I don't think I'm going to expand it. I don't know. It's a process. Like, it's starting a business, one, is not easy. And then two, starting a legally, binding business. I had to get a medical director. I had to get an attorney. Mm-hmm. Talk to pharmacists, like everything that goes into it. I don't think I would start it again, like if I were to expand to another state. But yeah, so this only runs in Tennessee. So if you on vacation, if you come, as long as you're physically in the state of Tennessee, you can get an IV drip.
I'm excited.
For me, you can go else.
Yeah.
But for me, if you come to Memphis, you can get an IV drip.
It's top tier. It's literally top tier because, we're at the age where convenience and luxury and ease and things that, like, nice quick fixes. Like that's our go-to.
Yeah.
So this is like
Yeah.
right on time, and it's healthy.
Yeah.
And it's, oh my goodness, yeah. I mean, it's literally painless. It took her like literally 2 seconds to set up all of this shit and put this and whoop de whoop. And I mean, when I tell you I hate needles, but like I've had a lot of stuff go in my body, and this, I mean, I literally felt nothing. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying, for the girls and the guys that like top tier shit, this is pretty top tier for real. So I'm super proud of you.
Thank you.
And you got your hair cut.
I did.
Girl, you know what they say when you get your hair cut.
About to change your life.
Is there anything that we should know?
No.
Legally, illegally?
Ain't changed yet. Wow. It's okay though. I had to let the dead shit go.
Okay.
So that's really why I got a haircut. It needed to be let go.
Okay.
In more ways than one.
I was gonna say, are you talking about your ends, or are you talking about
a lot of things? I mean, it's always good to let dead shit go,
Always.
And you don't have to wait till the fall to do it.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah, I cut my hair. And everybody's like, is that your hair? And I'm like, yeah, it's mine. I chopped it off. Why you cut it? You should have consulted with me first. But it's gone. I love it. I was thinking yesterday, I was flying and I was doing making a reel. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't think I'm ever going to let my hair grow back.
I can see that for you.
I really like it like this.
It's so chic.
Yeah, thank you.
It's so like, some of those people who have those, like that high fashion, like they have that blunt look about them. Yeah. Yes. And I'm like, I can literally see you doing short stuff and all this other stuff like that.
I feel like it's already grown because I can promise you it was, I think Saturday makes 2 weeks.
Okay.
And I guarantee you my hair was not touching the collar of anything when she cut it.
Okay.
Like, it's already on the top of my neck.
And you go, okay.
So I don't know if it's growing already or what, or maybe just we curled. And she didn't curl it tight. She literally did like big waves. So it couldn't have been that it was curled. I think it's already growing out. But
girl,
she's going to be short for a while until I get another sew in.
Until you get another sew in.
I get tired of my hair. I'd be like, I'm getting a sew in.
The versatility of black women. One day it's short, one day it's long. Maybe a pixie cut.
Well,
maybe braids.
I don't think I'm going to do a pixie cut.
Why not a pixie? I mean, you got the face for it.
I don't think so. I think my face is very large. Like, my head is small, but my face is, because it's very oval, is, So I feel like you need like a little bitty, like tiny face to wear a pixie cut.
I feel you. I definitely couldn't. Like, wow, I really think my face is big. I didn't think your face was big. Like, and I got like abnormal features, like nose big, lips big, cheeks big, eyes very little. Like,
I could never see myself with a pixie. I would never cut my hair that short anyway.
Like Toni Braxton in what's the first album? Okay.
I don't think that I would get, unless I had a Britney Spears in 08, I don't think that I would be cutting my hair that short.
Nah,
and I've been close.
Oh!
Let me tell you.
I've been close more times than, I still dance around like, like Britney Spears be dancing around. Yeah, I do that at home. Be dancing in the mirror and stuff like that, and I look just like that, just shaking my hair and all this other stuff. But shout out to Britney Spears.
Bless her.
Bless it.
I don't want to be like her, like the stuff that she going through, but yeah, the Lord's still working on me because I have days where I just be over it. I was venting last night to my mom.
Oh my! Like you hadn't vented to me, but it's been so. I don't know. Is Mercury in retrograde in the microwave or something? Because it's been like a lot of my girls, like their cycles have been like super heavy. Like life has been lifing for a lot of people. Like, and it's like, I'm like, what is this? What's going on? What's in the water? I know some parts of our area had the gasoline, diesel in the water from the So I'm like, did motherfuckers drink the diesel in the water in Germantown, or like what is?
Oh,
yeah.
When they water, they don't have no water because it got from the storm.
Yeah, from the storm. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but yeah.
I don't know. I just because my cycle's over. It wasn't heavy. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, I think for me too, I'm the type of person that, and this is bad, but I let things pile up. like it'll be one thing that'll go wrong and I brush it off. And then the second thing go wrong and I brush it off. Then the third and fourth thing and now I'm like blowing up.
Gotcha.
And then it looks like to people like, well, that was minute. Why are you blowing up about that? It's like, no, because I tried to let it go all those other times. And now that it's all a domino effect, now I'm going off and yelling and,
Are you in therapy, friend?
Not currently.
And that's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I've been in and out of therapy. Just, because I don't like to go to therapy just because something's wrong.
Right.
Like, I like the skills and stuff to take with me throughout my life. But the last therapist I had.
And therapy, and I'm like, of course, we talked about this. Therapy is like a gym. If you go to the gym and you use the equipment, it works. But it's like, it's not the end all be all. Like when something is going wrong, are you in therapy, motherfucker?
Well, and for me, like, I get to have a bad day and I get to vent about it and, be upset that it's happening and to other people it may look small, but you don't live my life, you know? Like, for instance, people are like, you do a lot. Like, you don't have to do all this. And I'm like, well, it's easy for you to say that.
Right.
You know.
Because you're not in my life,
You're not
in my skin.
Shoes.
Like,
and I'm like, I'm doing this because I'm trying to set myself up for financial freedom. Like, I don't want to continue clocking into somebody's job.
Whew.
And so this is me taking my skills, my degree, my education, and putting it into something that's mine, and I can run it how I want.
Right.
Do I get tired of talking to customers and trying to get them to purchase a certain? Absolutely.
Right.
Because it's so out of my personality to even sell anything.
That is.
It's a lot. And for me, like, just standing in a club with 200 people drains my battery. You think me going to fly, being a flight attendant for 3 days, and being on the phone with potential customers, my social battery is depleted. Like, it's gone.
I can see that.
I have to figure out ways to recharge my battery, and sometimes that's venting about all the bullshit I deal with. You know.
That is. Oh my god. That's a word. That's a you spoke a lot. Like, I think yeah. Social media and just doing like it's, of course adulting is ghetto, but like the responsibilities of like everything, it kind of weighs heavy. It's definitely weighing heavy for sure.
Yep. And I mean, I've learned a lot in the last 4 years about taking it one day at a time. That's something I taught myself with becoming a flight attendant, because you just don't know what's going to change by the day. And I always say, as long as I'm on the clock, y'all can do whatever. But when it's my day off, don't mess with me.
Right.
And so that's why I say I take everything one day at a time with this business. For the most part, I've been taking it one day at a time. But I have to not focus on certain things of it so that I can take it one day at a time.
Right.
And then when I go back to focus on this thing I wasn't supposed to be focusing on, then it all falls to shambles.
I'm super proud of you because you're still doing something for yourself. And I know this, and I know it's like, I know I'm doing it. I'm in the thick of, but it's like you have successful careers, plural, and breaking out, doing something for yourself, like you said, for financial reasons, for your passions and stuff like that. That takes a lot. Mm-hmm. And it's not fucking easy, like at all.
Yeah.
So to be consistent and do it and all of this other, and I've seen you in your, in your dynamic, I've seen you do the drips on people and stuff like that. And I'm like, on the outside looking in, for what it's worth, you're doing it, bitch. You're doing it. I would rather have that stress than, people going into jobs that they just absolutely hate and all this. Like, you are literally creating something for yourself. And that just goes to show the black woman is so fucking powerful, because we don't let up.
Yeah.
We see something we want, we're going to do it.
And that's the same thing Fred said. He said, you literally set standards for yourself and then you surpass them, which is a great compliment. But if you are a male out there, I don't want to do all this. I promise you I don't. I don't want to get gas. I don't want to get groceries. I don't want to be independent.
I do. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't want to be independent. I need help. I want help.
I want help me, please.
Help me.
Like, anywhere that you can come in and lighten the load.
Please.
Like, I don't care dating. I don't care about your favorite color.
No.
I really don't care about your traumas. I don't care about your mama.
Well, I'm gonna stop. I do. I care about your trauma.
No, fix it. I don't care about it. We all got it. Just like we all got assholes. You wipe your own ass. Wipe your shit. Deal with your shit. I will help you if you need to, but that is just something that you've got to get in there. You've got to handle that yourself. I don't care about it no more. What is you trying to do? Where can you help? What can we can we do for each other? What?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, but traumas don't just go away. Like, there's no end point.
Right.
So you're gonna have to care about their trauma, because there's some shit that's gonna pop up in y'all relationship that was from a trauma.
Now I understand. I'm just saying right now I don't give a fuck. But I do understand it's great if you're aware of them.
Yeah.
It's great if you're actively trying to, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if you get triggered, if I do something to trigger you, you know how to deal with it, you know how to communicate it with me, you know how to withdraw, whatever you got to do to self-soothe and cope. I will be the assistant for you. I don't mind, hey, I need to take a breather. We need to table this and come back to it. I don't mind doing any of that.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Just right now. And I feel like in our relationships too, like, there's so much selflessness that goes on, whether you got kids, whether not, showing up for your friends, showing up for your business and stuff like that. Sometimes you just don't give a fuck, man.
Yeah.
I don't care. I have nothing to give. I got love, but like, I love you, but like, especially like right now, this week, I don't have a lot to give.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot to give.
But that changes throughout the week. So I think, being in a relationship is a lot of give and take. It's understanding that I ain't got nothing to give this week. Like, I'm done. I'm social metered out. I'm tired. This happened at work. This happened on my way home. This happened when I was driving down the street. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, everything piles. And so your partner should understand that this ain't her week.
Right.
Let me take the 100% this week.
Right.
Because everybody got to give 100% in a relationship. Ain't
That's
no 50-50, ain't no 80-20. Each person has to give 100% of themselves.
But what we just said, and the times you can't give 100%, you need to 100%ly convey that shit. Like, bitch, I'm out. Don't, you know what I'm saying? People, they act strange, or they get an attitude, or they just act so moody and stuff like that, which you have that right. But it's like, if I ask you what's wrong, ain't nothing. Okay. I'm finna skip through the sunflower meadow, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm glad we have the same energy, because I was like, when I text you before I was like, sis, I'm operating at 10%, and that was being gracious, because I'm really at like a -2. So I was like, I just want to let you know, like, my energy, my aura, like, all this is not like it usually is. So you're going to have to, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to bear with me, and you're going to have to bear with me. So I'm glad we kind of like on the same wave, because
usually our, I mean, not to mention that our cycles have synced up.
God, that's so fucked up. Speaking of, I quit birth control pills.
You quit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They changed my birth control, and with the fibroids that I have, they're super small, and of course, some of the estrogen and progesterone, whatever that word is, it feeds it and make them bigger. Because so I was on a very, very low estrogen birth control, and they switched it, and I noticed like the hormone. I noticed a change in my body, and not saying like the fibroids have gotten bigger or whatever, what have you. But I was like, I noticed a difference, and I'm like, I literally am not having sex, and I was like, you know what? Let me just get all of this out of my body and get in sync with the way my body naturally flows, and like, I'm seeing, the little things you have like during your ovulation time and when your period, and it's like, I usually on birth control pills a week before I had menstrual like symptoms.
Okay.
Now I don't have them.
Well, I do, and I don't take birth control.
Okay.
I literally will start cramping like a week before my cycle is due to come on, and cramping just as bad as I do when I actually do start my cycle. And I haven't taken birth control since early college. Yeah. So.
It has, like as we get older and stuff, has this happened like gradually over time, or has it always been like this since you got off birth control?
No, nothing about my cycle has been different in my entire life. From when I started till now, nothing has been different. I may bleed a little bit more now, but cramps, cramping a week before, PMS, and everything is exactly the same.
So that's like 2 weeks of inconvenience.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know. I just don't want any more. I don't want anything in my body that doesn't need to go in there.
And that's fine. It's just, my reason for not taking birth control had nothing to do with estrogen, nothing, hormone, nothing. It just, I can't take a pill every day. That's just not like me. That's part of the reason why I started this. I don't take vitamins every day. I can hook myself up to an IV drip once a month. I get my vitamins. You know what I mean? Like,
good.
Because you're not getting the full benefit anyway. You take them every single day. You can only get 50%.
Oh, that's true. And this will last me a month.
Yes, it's recommended you get them once a month at minimum. You can get them every 2 weeks.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Fuck you, oral vitamins. Gosh. Okay, so we do have a little anonymous tidbit that I would like to share with you beautiful people. And if you like to hear it goes.
Yeah, so we talked about in the first episode that we're doing like these strawberry letter type situations and that we're going to incorporate into every episode. So please make sure you guys are still sending in questions. These are questions that we just got from people like in our DMs. But we want y'all to remember to send us questions because this is something that we want to include every single episode. Yes. Like we said before, it's always going to be anonymous unless you don't want to be anonymous. And we're going to give you our real truthful answer whether we know you or not. So on with the question, I guess.
All right. Are you ready for this?
Oh, God.
All right. Okay, I'll frame it this way. Okay, you've been dating for 8 years and you find out your partner is a relative. Only y'all know. Are you staying together or are you leaving? It's very broad.
So
that's so fucked up.
It is fucked up, but I guess define how close of a relative. I mean, for me, it doesn't matter, but I think that it deserves to be answered that way.
Because 8 years is a long time, and it's like, are y'all relatives by like marriage? Is this like first cousin, second cousin?
Are y'all brother and sister?
Are y'all brother and sister? So it's not a lot of detail on this. So I guess we can kind of, I don't know, make some hypotheticals. So first of all, if you're married, if you were by, say for instance, my relative by marriage, for sure I'm staying because we don't have the same blood flowing through our brains. And also I have to factor in like, if only y'all know, and it's like a third cousin. Do y'all want to have kids?
Yeah.
Because that will play 8 years.
It's a long time.
And you fucking your cousin. Because what else would y'all be? Surely you can't be sister and brother.
You could.
Oh.
If your some people daddy got 15 kids and don't even talk to all of them. You could have kids in different states. You could very well end up dating a sibling.
That is true. I mean, if you don't want to have kids and only y'all,
I mean, I think, but the 8 years plays a huge role. Like, how do you end something after 8 years, whether you found out it's your brother or your fifth cousin, like, or your cousin by marriage? Like, how do you just say, "Oh, I'm not doing this no more because you my brother"? Like,
right.
I feel like I don't know. I don't think that it could end abruptly, but I think that eventually it would end.
Why?
Because you're going to keep that in your head like, this my brother. Like.
Yeah, it can't be the brother. God, it can't be. Oh, my God.
Yeah, 8 years.
We are brothers and sisters in Christ.
8 years, we about to be best friends.
We are. God is our Father. Look, 8 years, we better get 8 years. People don't be together 8 months. No, look.
It's giving best friend at this point. Like, hate it.
Yeah.
I just saw a meme and it was like, Lord, remove anything that's not supposed to be in my life. It's going to hurt, but I'll heal.
I know that's right.
And that's what I'm giving to this situation.
Okay.
It's going to hurt, but you got to heal. Because no.
I'm not saying no.
Wow. You just want to have kids.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I ain't think about that. I mean, I would need to know how are we related.
If it's your brother.
No, if this is my brother, then no.
Oh.
And I probably
are you saying that?
And I probably wouldn't talk to him again. Like, we cannot have no after we
Yeah.
just fucked and after we just had a whole 8 year freaking connection.
You
Like,
don't think
what are
that
we gonna
y'all should
we
stay in
gonna
each
go
other's
back to
life?
being old, huh?
You don't think that? I mean, it's just like somebody being friends with their ex. You don't think that's possible?
My ex is not he
It
don't
doesn't
have the
matter.
same
It's the
blood.
same thing. Y'all was
No, it's
together
not.
8 years. Why could y'all not continue to have? Why couldn't you? I mean, I'm not saying that y'all have to have a brother and sister relationship because that's fucking weird. But why couldn't y'all just be friends?
Okay, well then
couldn't
why
y'all
can't
stay
we,
in each other's lives?
why can't we just be together then?
Because then you wouldn't be fucking your friend no
You
more.
fucked them for 8 years.
No.
You fucked them for 1,000 months.
Aren't you friends with your sisters?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, why y'all just can't be brother and sister and be friends? Like why we got?
I never fucked any of them.
But why we got to bring that into play just because it already happened? You cut it off. We're no longer dating. We're not together. We're not having sex. We had a relationship that obviously was amazing because we was together for 8. I mean, that's, relative.
Yeah.
But we was together for 8 years. We had a good relationship. Why can't it not turn into a friendship? I mean, that's what relationships are, aren't they? Aren't they supposed to be?
That's what they are, but this is such a this is like such a freaking crazy scenario. Like, it's like
it is. But what can you gonna?
I'm gonna be heartbroken, and then we gotta stop messing with each other and
So
stop
you
being.
just never want to see that person again in your life. You never want to see him again. I think that's impossible.
And that's fine.
It's impossible to cold turkey somebody who beat your ass. You think that because you found out that's your brother that you gonna cold turkey
My
and
brother?
never talk to him again? I'm not saying
It's gonna be so. It's gonna take so much
relationship.
like therapy. I don't see. I don't see how it would not be okay to totally remove them. I don't know. That's pretty much a far stretch and it's unrealistic. But I don't know how we'll maneuver out of that situation. I really don't. I don't know. That's fucked up. I hope this. Whoever this is,
That's not real life.
like,
I don't know.
Girl, this is over my pay grade. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You didn't give you didn't give a lot of details about this, but I will say that it is fucked up. And if you want to have kids, then
It's a no.
It's for sure a no.
First of all, it's a no for continuing to have sex. If it's your brother. If it's your cousin.
Only y'all know though.
Girl. You know my conscience. I can't.
Okay.
I can't.
You just not. So y'all fucked yesterday. Oh my goodness. Found out I did an ancestry DNA. Oh my goodness. You're right in my lineage to be. So it's like.
If you my brother, we can no longer.
You can be my brother. I love you like a brother. You can fuck me like. We need to have we need to have. Right.
You're disgusting.
Correct. I am because. This is
not just go from saying you're gonna cut it off cold turkey. You can't be friends no more. But
I contradict myself all the time. And this is such a messed up situation. I feel like you gotta explore all avenues and talk this out because it's truly messed up. And I feel like the whole only y'all know. Well, you finna stay with this nigga. You finna stay with this bitch.
I look at you and realize that this is incest. This is nasty, and if we mess around and have kids, you know what that's gonna look like.
Now Buckingham Palaces. What's my girl Queen Elizabeth?
What's wrong with them?
I mean they look fucked up, but ain't nothing. Charles and Henry and Patrick and all them, whatever their name is, that because her husband was like a distant relative to her.
Okay, the further the distance, the less the genetics are mixing. Your brother and your sister.
What if it's not your brother, your sister? What if it's like a distant cousin?
If it's a distant cousin, I probably wouldn't end the relationship after 8 years, no. Whether somebody knew about it or not.
Hey, this is my cousin husband. Hey.
It's my puppy brother.
This is my brother lover. God, I hope ain't nobody living like this. Lord, I'm sorry for complaining about my problems. I hope that this is not something like...
To literally find out one day that you're related to the person that you've been in an 8-year relationship with, I pray for you. I hope this is not real.
Me too.
And
I hope that it's like a distant relative and that you guys don't want to procreate.
You can't, don't, please.
Yeah, because you don't want those problems. You don't want those problems.
I actually at the hospital once, this young girl had a baby and stuff came out not right, and so they did a genetic test and they were like, she wouldn't tell who the daddy was, and they was like, he related to you, whoever it is.
Probably like a daddy or somebody raping uncle or something.
Closer. Yeah, I won't tell the full information, but yeah,
Right.
the genetics can tell how close the relative is to
So
the
did
baby.
the baby have like deformities or a problem? Oh my gosh.
That's the reason why they did the genetic test. Because you can tell, based on the genes, you can tell the father's relation to the baby because the DNA markers are matching up.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like tragic for everybody.
Well,
Mom and child more so. And I don't know who
it's because she would not tell who the dad was. She kept denying.
It's probably her daddy.
Or closer. Well,
Brother?
Yeah, potentially.
Damn.
But yeah, so she wouldn't tell who it was, and they came back with the DNA test and said the DNA is showing that it's either this person or this person. She still kept denying that it was either one of them. And what else can you do?
Oh wow. So yeah, and you know in the South especially, do like who is your people, like who are you related to when you start dating and asking those like questions. That's why I'm like, y'all need to go around people's family, ask who their last name is, and so especially if you got one of those common last names.
Yeah.
It's you possibly could
Well, not really a common, but one that's not so common. Like, I mean, if you a Smith or Jones or Williams or Johnson, like, I mean, it's so many, so you may not be related. But somebody like, I'm trying to think, like those Creole last names, like people from New Orleans.
Yeah.
Like, y'all related. You might not know how, but y'all related.
Man. You know what I'm getting tired of?
What?
Social media.
Why?
I want us all to like take a break.
Everybody just get off of it.
I wanted to like shut down for like, I don't know, like okay, I love social media for the tools and the resources. It's a tool.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we abuse tools, so it's not actually the tool.
Exactly.
It's the way that people use them. So let me preface it by saying that. But like, I don't think it'll be bad if like, you know what I'm saying, social media, like, every, once a week it just shuts down. Motherfuckers get out, talk, do all this other stuff. Stop trying to fit their life into an algorithm.
It sounds like a Black Mirror episode.
I never seen that. I heard it was
like
good.
Big Brother or something.
The social media shut down?
Well, it wasn't that it shut down. It just sounds like. Did you ever have to read the book 1984 when you were in school?
No.
George Orwell. Mm-mm. Basically, it was this like society that was created, and it was Big Brother, and it was like the TV shut off one day a week, or I was gonna say stretch your arm out. It shut off one day a week, so nobody could watch TV, or like stuff like that. Like that's what it sounded like. Like this. Communist society where it's like no social media on Friday. Like it actually doesn't work. You can't get in it. You can't log on.
Okay, or I can just not be on social media.
But that sounds like more realistic.
Because it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. When I was out of town, I had so much fun. But I found myself not capturing a lot of my moments because like before I'm like, oh my goodness, I will stop in the middle of like a really great moment. Oh, I got to capture this. Make sure I got my angle right. This, that, and the other. Oh, just so I can post it. And I guess that's something that I need to look within. So, okay, don't want social media to go away. I just need to, I don't know. I think I'm getting closer and closer to going off the grid, bro.
But I feel like it's harder as an individual, which it shouldn't be. Everybody should be responsible for themselves, but it's hard as an individual to let something go when everybody else is using it. It's like, well, did you see this and did you see that? But I mean, yeah, I scroll on social media, but I also don't put a lot of stock into what I see. Like, I don't know how many DMs I get from family and friends just sending me stuff, and half the time I don't be done looked at it.
Right.
Somebody be like, well, did you hear this? And I'd be like, no, well, I sent it to you. I'm like, I had to detach.
That's what I have to do.
Like, I will literally sit in my house and watch 90 Day Fiance, which is trash TV, before I sit and scroll on Instagram and look at the latest Shade Room posts. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not my personality. Yeah. I have to detach from everything everybody else is doing in the world because I'm an empath and I take on everything. Yeah. Everything.
Yeah.
So I'd much rather laugh at people's problems on 90 Day Fiance than the world going to shit hell in a handbasket.
That's true.
Every day.
I'm also getting tired of like the BBL bodies.
Yeah, they're. It's like you have to one up the last BBL. Like at first they used to look very natural. You
Right.
couldn't tell. Now it's like, oh, we gotta go big or go home.
Right. And to the girls that it looks good, like that it looks good on,
Yeah,
I'm not talking about them. Like,
yeah.
I'm not talking about the Lori Harveys, because she definitely has,
She don't have
not a
no
BBL,
BBL.
but she's definitely got work done. Beyonce, so much work
What you
done.
think Lori Harvey got done?
Lori Harvey definitely got some construction going on she definitely has.
You think so?
For sure. And it
What
looks
is
great.
construction? Like
She
she's a
definitely got
house.
I forgot what they, like, they have that that little, I forgot what they call the Coke figure, little procedure
What she
that
got
you can
ribs
get
taken out?
done. I don't fucking know, bitch. It'll come to me. But people like Beyonce's, who it looks good. You know Beyonce got work done. Everybody know that. Look at Destiny's Child, Beyonce nose, and look at her nose now.
Her nose.
Yeah, everything. But to the girls that it looks good on, I have no problem with that. But like you said, the girls who are going like bigger, and it's got to be some type of body dysmorphia for you to
Oh
have
yeah.
chicken legs and then have a big old lumpy butt and the thighs and don't nothing match, and then you still wearing rainbow thrift store clothes over
Rainbow.
a
Rainbow
fat.
still open?
Yeah, I
Huh.
seen. Yeah, I went to South Memphis, and I seen. Yeah, it was like people coming out of. And shout out, no shade, no teeth, and nobody that shops there. But you invest so much in your body, and it don't look good, and you're still
And you
doing,
wear trash clothes.
and you going to work at the Amazon warehouse. Like, why not just go to OnlyFans? And I'm not saying be a hoe or nothing like that, but if I get my body done, you need a sponsor. You need to be an escort or something. Like, what's the point? What's the point? Doing it for yourself? And then is it like, are you really doing it for yourself? Like, we get a little augmentation, we get a little whoop whoop, little Botox, all of this other stuff like that. But for you to sit big silicone on chicken legs and think that it's cute, like, come on, like, I really feel like it's gonna be like doctoral, like, dissertation studies on this, and like within the next 10 years
Of
of people who get that shit done and think it look good.
But what's the dissertation gonna be on?
The psychology behind body dysmorphia and diaper booties.
There are 9 million studies on body dysmorphia. That's why it's even a thing.
But have you noticed the last what 10 years, this BBL body booty trend?
But do you think it's gonna eventually go away?
Yes.
Yeah.
And for the girls who literally, you have to maintain those. You have to work out. You have to do all of this other stuff like this. I'm like, how is that gonna look in 20 years?
Well,
in
that's the
30
same thing I say about like okay, we can see here that my boobs are very small, but I also haven't had kids. And not to say that I would get one because I really like my breasts, but if I were to get a breast augmentation, I definitely will wait till after I had kids because hormones change. First of all, boobs are the first thing hormones change. So your breasts are gonna be huge, and then think about if you already got an augmentation, and then you had 2 or 3 kids, they're gonna be shit. Just like Kylie Jenner just came out and said she wished she had waited to get a boob job after she had kids.
But don't you have to get boob jobs done like every 10 years too, though?
I don't know if they every 10 years. No, I mean,
Or don't you have to, like, isn't there like some type of routine maintenance ever so? Oh, okay.
I never heard nobody having to go back and do anything. People get them taken out.
Now,
But
I know somebody who got their boobs done and they had kids and nothing. I know a few people who had boob jobs.
Anybody I know who's gotten a boob job, including celebrities, have come out and said that if they were gonna get it, they should have waited till after they had kids.
Why prolong fucking happiness, bro? Fuck this
Because
shit.
like one girl that I know, she had a boob job before she had a baby. She said hers hardened after she got pregnant and gave birth to her baby because your hormones, like I said, your breasts are the first thing that your hormones affect. Your uterus and your breasts, they get bigger when you get pregnant.
They
They
do.
deflate, they hang, they like. Why not just wait to after to like get them lifted or something? Like it's the people that are getting them. Like you're right, it's happiness. I look like how I want to look like, but if you do plan on having kids, it would be always be my suggestion to just wait because your body. First of all, the body I had, at 18, when I turned 30, I was like, some shit is changing. Okay.
It is.
I may still be small, but some shit feels different.
All right.
It's changing.
All right.
So you're gonna be 40, you're gonna be 50, you're gonna be 60. What you gonna do? You gonna get them taken out?
Right now, it's looking like I'm gonna have kids when I'm 40.
Okay.
So if I want to get my titties bigger, I'm gonna get them.
Before you're 40.
Yeah.
I mean, you ain't got much longer.
Damn, don't say it like that. Oh, you right. Oh my God.
But yeah, but like, and then people want to breastfeed and stuff. It just change your breasts change when you have a baby, when you breastfeed, when you all of that changes your body. So why not wait until after to see what they're gonna look like after the fact?
Because I just don't want to.
That's fine, and it's your prerogative.
But I do understand what you're saying.
But just don't complain after the fact.
And then don't they got different type of silicones and this and something that's supposed to be better or something for.
I don't know. I know they used to like go under the muscle or just put in. Yeah, they say it's more painful that way, but.
Well, I'm stuck on the bad BBLs. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of it.
Well, why they gotta delay happiness? Because they
don't need to.
Yet.
They don't have to delay happiness. They don't need that type of happiness if it looks that bad. That is not happiness for you to have chicken legs, pencil stick legs, and a big old diaper looking booty on your. Like I think Kim Kardashian bodies looks bad.
Yeah.
Like when she when she wears clothes and when she put your little filter or whatever she does, she wears the right clothing and. But I'm like, it doesn't look good.
Yeah, it doesn't match up. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't match up with the
legs.
Yeah, and you can't inject fat into your legs. It's just gonna be cellulite. Like legs are muscle.
Right.
They get bigger based on muscle. I mean, they can be big because fat because it's natural, but you gain weight to transfer the fat to your butt. But if you're a small person that wants a big butt, you've got implants. And what you get, didn't nobody get no thigh implants. I don't think they're doing that yet.
Yeah.
So,
and like I said, I'm not hating. Shout out to the girls who it actually looks good, and who looks good, and who
it looks
doesn't
natural.
look right. It looks natural.
It's like it's weird because we've gone from the non-natural looking sew-in and wigs to the more natural looking ones, and taking the bodies away from looking natural to looking.
That's true. But have you noticed that the girls, like the high maintenance girls and stuff like that, if they do they have a little leave out, this little baby hair that goes to like your eyebrows and stuff like that, it's kind of like the top the top tier girls, like they don't too much like that.
Yeah.
Those screen door wigs that have
door.
You know what I'm saying? You can see the lace and you can see all the they're like they either do leave out or it's really top tier.
It looks like scalp.
Right.
Yeah.
Instead of like that whole, I feel like, and the young girls do that, that's fine and something, but I'm like, it doesn't scream like, it screams sometimes like thrifty. Cheap.
It screams attention. Some people baby hairs be cute.
Yeah.
And they don't really be baby hairs. They adult hair because you didn't pulled out hair and now like your edge is thin because you keep brushing it down to the front.
That's what I did right here.
Them kiss curls, that's not baby hair. I'm talking about them people that literally brush their edges to the front, and because it didn't broke off, they can smooth it down and make it stay.
Oh.
And they baby hair start back here because their edges broke off. Like stop doing that because the reason why your edge is like that because you keep brushing it down trying to pretend like it's baby hair, and it's not.
I'm ready for this baby hair phase to be over. Like you said, to the girls that it look good on, I do a little whoop-de-whoop.
Yeah.
Just a little, but the you bitches are curling it. You're curling it and you're gelling it to your eyebrows and to your, up here. And it's like,
no.
How do y'all successfully wash y'all face with them lace fronts on that be glued on?
Because I be like, with my hair being, me being a straight natural, that's why my edges look like this now because I wash my face.
Right.
You got to get in the, because.
You do, and you have to like wash your edges too because with I wear makeup.
I break out. Why people don't break out when they be putting their baby hair like that?
They probably do.
They must be God's favorite. Because how you don't break out?
I don't know. But it's like you got to, and when you go to the thing, you get that stuff gelled down and all that, so you can't wash your forehead.
You can't.
Or when you take a shower, like when I take a shower, I kind of sweat or get misty like around. I'm like, how does that's some Gorilla Glue or something? I don't know.
I don't know how baby hair like that.
Me either.
But I feel like we need to take a break. I think it's been a little while. I want to check your IV too. So we'll be back.
So I can already tell some benefits.
Okay. Like what?
I feel a little perky. Like I really want to move, but I know I can't. I mean, I can move, but I really want to,
You want to start dancing?
Yeah, because I was knocked out before this. Like I was, and I wouldn't even be able to tell just like less than an hour ago. Like I was like, and I'm not just saying that because you my girl. Like I really, I do feel like a little, something about the on my body. If it's bad, yeah, yeah.
You probably was a little dehydrated too. That's usually what people feel first, is that they dehydrated, they feel the fluid, and then the vitamins. Because you have some B complex in there, so it's got stuff for energy.
What is B complex?
B complex is like 6 different B vitamins.
Like B12?
There's not B12 in there. I didn't put B12 in yours, but like B5, B6, they're all different B vitamins for mental alertness, increase in brain function.
Oh, I need that. Girl, I need that.
Yeah.
Like, I got in trouble at work.
That's what makes it yellow, the B complex. What happened at work, Chef?
I just haven't been focusing, and, like, my head is, like, not in the game. I work with numbers, so, like, I'm messing up, like, $1 million accounts. Yeah, so they were like, bitch, do you need, like, a mental health day, or what's going on? Is it not like, yeah.
Ooh.
Just tired, man.
I wish I could mess up some $1 million numbers and ask if I need a mental health day. Yes.
What do you think?
Expeditiously. Can I start right now? I'll see y'all in 48 hours.
Exactly. It's something that's reversible. It wasn't like, because I would have been fired if that's the case. But yeah, it is like I just haven't been on my A game. Mm-hmm. But I think it's mainly so. I really think I've come to a point where I built this career and I want to do something else. I'm not passionate about it no more. Yeah. So I think that's what it is. I'm like, y'all think that it's exhaustion or burnout or just like an off day. It's like, no, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah. I mean, do you feel like?
Yes.
Do you feel like we're flighty as a age group? Like, for instance, our parents, grandparents, they got a job, they kept it till they retired. Mm-hmm. I feel like me and you both have this conversation a lot. Like, okay, I became a nurse. It was amazing. I became a flight attendant. It was great in the beginning. Now it's like, it is what it is. Do you feel like because of social media and the microwave society we live in that it's easier for us to be like, I'm tired of this, when really, if we just refocus, could we stay with it longer?
We definitely could. And I feel like it's being flighty or not liking something, wanting to pick up something and put it down or quit something. I don't feel like that's the bad thing. Mm-hmm. I feel like, can we truly be content?
Okay.
Like with anything, like it's like we're always looking for that next thing. Mm-hmm. Even if you have something that you love or whatever, it's like, I got to take it to the next level. And is it because of the exposure we have to the world? Is it because we are comparing? Is it because we feel like success equals just taking it up a notch or whatever? But I do feel like we have an innate inability to be content.
Yeah, I agree.
So like if you want to be a flight attendant, if you want to be this, that, or the other, I mean, do that shit. But it's like you said, is it burnout? Is it exhaustion? Do we need to regroup? Do you need a vacation? Do you need this? And then I hop back at it. But I think it's also, we do a lot of stuff, but it's like, okay, find what you're passionate about. And if your passion change, you can jump ship, but you're still doing something that like, this is not going to come easy. Mm-hmm. This is going to take work. It's going to be times where I say F this, but it's something that I love doing. Yeah. Versus me, I'm like, I don't like doing this. So I'm the type, if I don't like doing it, it's going to show in my face. It's going to show in my performance. It's going to show in my attitude. So, I guess,
I think COVID has a little bit to do with how we think now too, because it's like, why am I giving so much to a company and not really getting not even what I desire, what I should be getting, what I deserve. Mm-hmm. I'm not getting that in return. Mm-hmm. So it's like, why am I continuing to work for somebody and I'm not getting the feedback, or I'm not getting basically what I deserve from it. Like,
Right.
I think that COVID taught us that because one, you die today, your job is on the board tomorrow
Right.
because they need to replace you.
Right.
Um, Two, we saw a lot of people out here making money in a time where the whole world was shut down.
Shut down.
And it's like, one, I couldn't go to my job because we couldn't be around each other. How are these people making all this money during a time when we on lockdown?
Mm-hmm.
And so it taught you, like, this job ain't shit. I can find something else to do.
It's not.
I can make a lot of money without going to work for somebody else and paying, taxes are taxes are taxes. Even, having your own business, you get taxed twice.
Right.
But I just wonder, like, what has changed mentally? Was it really COVID, or is it us as an age group?
I mean, COVID did explode. Like, we now know that the 40-hour work week is bullshit. And it's almost like modern day slavery because we were all working from home or trying to do something. Zoom became popular, all of this other stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like going into a office, doing a 8 to 5. Like, it's kind of like we still all got the work done. And I know I was working from home. I was not working 8 hours a day. I was like not working, but my work still got done. Whereas I can complete my work in 4 hours and I can do laundry. I can go run a long errand and I can still, hey, instead of us having these meetings, every day, like we can literally hop on a Zoom, but it's like going into the office now is like, oh my goodness. So it's like, yeah, it did expose a lot. That it's like the stuff that we were doing before and that we kind of complained about and all that stuff with them, like it's literally
it was unnecessary. Yeah.
You see like Kroger, one of the Kroger stores, grocery stores here, they're replacing all of their workers and it's going to be nothing but self-checkout. So whereas you would have cashiers, you probably have one person just, managing and I'm like,
ooh.
We've seen that they're possibly going to do that in fast food restaurants and stuff like that. So it's kind of like, what is the trajectory of the workforce coming to?
Well, I feel like that's a response to people not wanting to come to work for the same reason I just explained. You paying me pennies, for me to buy the groceries from the Kroger I work for, I can't afford them because y'all don't pay me. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like y'all going up on groceries and gas and things that we need to survive, but ain't nobody getting no raises out here.
That's true.
So and it's like people don't come to work for that reason because I'm not getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're responding by saying, oh, well, we don't need people. We'll make robots, or you check out your own groceries. You know what I'm saying? So that is in direct response to people not coming to work, or that's why lines are long and moving slow because they don't have enough employees because people aren't coming to work. But I think everybody as a whole learned that if you don't value me as an employee, why am I loyal to you as a company?
Yep. The morale, like even in my company, like my colleagues, like that's in my department, the morale is so low. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about bare minimum. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of scary because in my field, if I'm on the other side of the track and I have people servicing my business and my financial health and stuff like that, and to know that, man, they're doing the bare minimum and they don't want to be here. They may overlook something. It's very easy to do that. And it's like, but still, it's like, and I think these ancient, the 40-hour work week, the 8 to 5 and stuff like that, these corporations, they're gonna have to start doing something to where they can really like, hey, we kind of care about our employees. We gotta kind of bend on stuff. Instead of having a 5-day work week, you come in 4 days, because I can work from Monday to Tuesday. You can work from Thursday to Friday, and everything will still function like a well-oiled machine. Like they're gonna have to invest in robots.
Well, I don't see, like, I guess because I don't work in that 40-hour work week, but for me, it seems like people are getting more done by being at home working.
Oh, yeah.
And, it's like people like Elon Musk that are like, oh, well, you ain't going to work for me if you're going to work from home. I need everybody in the office at all times. And it's like, I feel like you get more bees with honey. It's kind of the scenario. It's like you let people get their work done. If they're getting the work done, why are you making them come back to the office where they're not getting the work done?
Right.
Because you're in this environment where you can't flirt, you can't be creative, you can't think, you can't, you got
to deal with the microaggressions. You got to deal with the politics, and the higher ups, they are not in the office 40 hours a week.
Right.
Some of them are, but like as far as I know, especially with my company, oh my goodness, they have these big corner office overlooking the city. Literally, they're not there.
Yeah.
They are not there. Every time we get on a Zoom call or a meeting, you just see they pretty background at the house. They look so comfortable and relaxed, and they're so enthused about what the fuck they talking about.
Because
While I'm
they're
sitting here
comfortable.
trying to stay
Yeah.
woke and like, oh my goodness, I'm
Yeah.
in cubicle world with
Yeah.
no. I mean, they're gonna have to definitely give some perks to the workforce to
Yeah.
keep people in it. These kids are not even. I was looking at something to see the retention and the enrollment rates in college. And of course, we all know this HBCU run. They had their spoof what in the past couple of years of just high enrollment. It's becoming a trendy thing to go to
Yeah.
HBCUs. That's even dying down now.
Wow.
It's dying down now. And then they got affirmative action on these Ivy League, on these schools where it's kind of like it's making it harder for us to, pretty much be in some of these arenas. So it's like, y'all saying, oh, you need 4 or 5 years, 10 years of experience and a college degree. Niggas
You're
ain't
not
getting
gonna
degrees.
get yeah, you're not gonna get that no more. Everybody gonna open their own business.
Yep.
And I mean, it's some of the richest people never went to college.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I like college because it taught me to be a well-rounded person.
Right.
But it's so much you can do without a college degree.
So
You don't
much.
need I don't need your job to give me the 10 years experience because you want me to have the 10 years experience before I even come and put in my application.
Right.
So
Hey, come on. So yeah, it's that
Yeah.
the trajectory of the workforce. I'm within the next 10 years. I'm like really like I'm trying to like see where it's gonna go.
yeah.
Cause we all like doing stuff to. I'm like looking into real estate, looking into stocks and stuff like that. It's passive residual income to where not only I can have a balance for my family and my life and myself, but also something to where I don't mind working hard 4 days straight and I can be
Right.
off 3 days and be making more money than I would with what this degree allotted me.
Yeah.
Like
I don't understand how, which is why I don't like, working 5 days a week. Is why I have the jobs I have because I can't imagine like I gotta take a personal day or a sick day to go to a doctor's appointment. Like that's weird to me because the doctors ain't open on Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
So I work 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. When am I supposed to get anything done?
And you can't. You literally got one day to have a life and get rest and probably
And
do
Sunday
everything.
you preparing for the week.
Sunday you preparing for the week, and then once you get off at 5 o'clock, everybody you got maybe a 4 hour solid window to just get whatever you need done, and then it's time for bed. And it's like now because you need to get in bed because you need to get quality REM sleep, not just going to sleep 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. We getting older and stuff like that. Sleep and rest is vital to our health.
Right.
But it's like soon as you get off work, by the time you sit down, it's 9 o'clock.
Yeah. I mean, by the time you look around, you ain't sat down yet. You looked around, it's 9 p.m. You're like, well, guess I got to get ready to go to bed for the next day. Yeah, that's why I never liked the traditional work for myself. I like things to be different every day. I like waking up some days and I can go to Pure Bar, drink my coffee, go to Pure Bar, do what I need to do for my business and come home, But I think, yeah, I knew. So I worked a 9 to 5 when I was in nursing school. It was the routine of getting up at the same time every day.
Yep.
Driving to the same place every day, being there at the same time, taking your lunch at the same time, getting off at the same time, driving home. That was such a mundane life for me that I'm like, I cannot.
That's what, and I feel like because my last job I worked from home and I loved it. I loved my last job. We traveled. When COVID happened, of course that came to a halt, but it was still like work from home. It was no micromanaging. You could do hybrid. You can come in the office some days. It was so good. Like our team know, like when you need to come in the office. If you got a meeting, if you got a big workload or whatever, you come in the office. But on a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, you ain't gonna hardly see nobody in the office.
Yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, peak days. It's like, and I was like, I want to work for this company. I want to do this because I have a balance to what I can do. So I'm like, I know I got to work because I know I can play this day. So let me, but it's like you said, it's depressing. That's why I have been literally traveling every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like literally, I'm like to the point where I'm like, man, spend a check and get it right the fuck back. Like I love having a healthy savings, but in order for me to balance out the bullshit, the mundane shit of literally like, I wake up at like maybe 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning most days just so I can get ahead of my day. Because most days, soon as you wake up, you got to hit the ground running to get showered, to get ready just to go to work. And I'm like, dang, I wanna sip some tea on my balcony. I wanna read my book. I wanna pray. I wanna talk to God. I
Yeah.
wanna talk to myself, but I can't do that because I didn't went
The
to
hustle
sleep
and bustle.
at 1 o'clock in the morning just so I can have some me time during the day or that previous
The
day
week, yeah.
before. So it's like, yeah, it's like I'm where it's something got to change
Yeah.
because
I
I
just feel like people get burnt out much faster in those situations too. And I think also too coming from a situation whereas with COVID you weren't going to the office. Now you know what life is like to not be going to the same job every day, same time every day, coming home same time every day. I think people realize like, "Ooh, this is not the life that
it's
I wanted."
not it's
I
not
don't know what the alternative like if these companies don't get that, then what's the alternative?
I don't know I don't know I don't know
Hmm.
I don't know because no one aspires to. There are some people who like going to work and they love their job, but it's kind of like a vast majority of people they aren't. Man, I gotta go to work. Man, you don't hear. I have to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, excited about it.
You don't have to. Motherfucker got a
And you
dream.
can like what you do, but you can get tired of having to do it every single day.
That's true.
You want a break. I
That's
mean,
true.
Saturday and Sunday is not a break.
It's it's
You
so not a break.
decompressing on Saturday and starting all over again on Sunday because you're preparing for Monday.
It's literally modern day slavery.
Yeah. I think that's the reason why, too, the weekends you start on Thursdays a lot. So you can give yourself an extra, like Friday, I just ain't doing no work. I'm going to be there, but I ain't doing nothing.
Correct. Oh, for sure. Me, I do not work on Fridays or Mondays. And I do I'm whatever is less than bare minimum, that's what I do.
Lord Jesus.
And I'm starting to get in trouble at work and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, well, you guys do what you have to do and I'll do what I have to do.
Give me my personal day, my mental health day.
Exactly.
Child.
Write me up, do whatever, child. I don't care because this is some bullshit.
We don't get no mental health day at the airline.
Of course not. Of course not.
That's a whole nother story.
Every time I get on a flight, I think about you. It was oh my God, it was this repulsive woman on my flight that I got in at freaking midnight on Monday. She was, and the flight actually, well, my last flight was at 9 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So, 9 to 11, niggas asleep. Like, chill out, just shut up. Like, she was a bitch to that flight attendant. And it made me, I think about you because I'm like, my friend is a flight attendant. Like, bitch, you doing too much. Like, you ain't even got to do that. Like, chill your ugly ass out. Like, you're not even in first class. Where do you get the gall? Like this, she got in. She was with her boyfriend. She was in front of me. When it's like walking, you gotta walk in slow because people gotta take forever to put their stuff in the thing. Mm-hmm. And I guess her and her husband, boyfriend, or whoever this partner was with her, they were sitting apart from each other.
And they
so she wanted to switch seats with somebody. So she was literally talking, like I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, can I exit? And she's being loud. Now, keep in mind it's 9 o'clock. I have consumed copious amounts of alcohol and alcohol. And this bitch is like really making an ant out of a molehill. Mm-hmm. So she asked the lady, hey, my so-and-so is sitting right here. Do you mind if I sit right here? The lady said no. She went on a tizzy to her husband. She didn't say anything to the woman because the lady said no, it was her seat, respectfully. She literally went on a tizzy the whole entire time. So she's talking loud, all this other stuff there. You know how y'all do the little, on this flight, and this is the emergency road, the little spiel that y'all do at the beginning. She was talking so loud and throwing a bitch fit that they had to ask her, hey, could you lower it down? Is everything okay? She got an attitude with the flight attendant because she just told it, like, she was, usually there's talking on a flight, but at 9 o'clock, everything is pitch black. Yeah. It's dark. Everybody is asleep at that time. Like, she was such a bitch. And I was like, oh my God, I don't know where that just came from. But I was like, she was man, if I had to deal with, there is no professionalism. I was like, girl, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
And people we love when the passengers come to bat and say it for us because we be wanting to say it, but the passengers, sometimes they'll have our back, especially if somebody do something crazy. I had this one passenger snitch on this other guy. Yeah, I saw him do it. Yep, I saw him. And the whole cabin started laughing. But, it's like people treat us like
a maid.
Shit. And it's like, that's the reason why I stopped liking the job. Because people think, this one lady, for instance, I was just flying back from California yesterday. Well, we was going to California when this happened on Tuesday. And it got really turbulent. So we're in the aisles. The cart is 250 pounds full, plus all the stuff that we put on top of it. So we're pulling this cart up the aisle, and it gets bumpy, and the captain comes on the speaker and goes, "I need the flight attendants to be seated. We're about to hit some really bad turbulence for their safety and yours." Fine. So we roll back to the back again. We had just come out. We maybe served like 3 rows. So we go back to the back, and this very lady in the very back row, I just don't understand. And this happened to my friend on her flight. I just don't get why you all just do not want to serve us anything. Word for word, that's what she said to me. She said, "It's not even that bad." I said, "You mean to tell me what's happening right now is not that bad?" I said, "Is that what you're trying to explain to me?" It's me holding on to both seats while I'm telling her this. I'm standing up, risking my safety to tell you that you are asinine. I said, "You mean to tell me what's going on right now ain't that bad?" And she was like, "Yeah, it's not that bad." I said, "We just hit every shoulder coming down this aisle because we can't control a 250-pound cart on wheels from going like this into the sides of people. We telling everybody, watch your shoulder, lean over so you don't get hit. And you telling me it's not that bad."
For some ginger ale and some fucking cookies?
In the very last row of the plane.
You're sitting by the porta potty.
I said, you telling me this not bad?
Girl, for some crackers, girl.
And you think that somebody just don't want to serve you. I'm like, what makes you so big and so high and mighty that, first of all, my job on this aircraft is safety. In the event that this motherfucker is going down, you better be glad I'm on here. And it ain't to serve you a fucking Coke or a ginger ale. That's why I start out. This is a convenience for you. My job is to make sure you get out of here in 90 seconds or less from the back row.
Yeah, there is a certain privilege that people are really getting privy to. They getting real sassy with these flight attendants
it's
and
out
people
of
in the service.
It's out of control.
I'm like that's to me it's an esteemed job. But like for the people who I'm like who you think you talking to?
And my mom, she was like, "You be saying it to the people?" I said, I found a way to say it, not like I'm saying it to y'all because that's really how I want to say it, but I found a way to get my point across with also the tone of "don't try me." Or don't play with me.
Right.
Because I need you to understand that what you're saying is stupid without me calling you stupid. Like, I'm not here at your beck and call. I'm not your trash can. Don't put your trash in the seat back pocket and point to it and tell me to get it out for you. It'll stay there.
Ooh!
You hand me your trash like a person. You grab something when I hand it to you. You don't put something down and expect me to pick it up. Don't treat me like I'm a lesser human than you because you're on this aircraft.
That says so much about people, how uncouth they are.
I mean, I be having to and the thing about it is, it's why I don't like working 3 days. It just piles up and piles up and piles up all over the 3 days. And I'm at the point where I'm just like, and then I can't say what I want to say either. I'm holding in what I really want to say. It just, that's the reason why I say, I did like being a flight attendant because a lot of that stuff didn't bother me. And don't get me wrong, when I get off that plane, I don't think twice about it. I'm saying it to you because it happened. But after the fact, the shit is funny because it's like people are really fucking stupid. Like people really act like this and treat you like you less than a human because they wanted a Coke when they got Coke for sale in the airport.
Exactly.
Because you wanted a free Coke.
You wanted a free fucking Coke.
It ain't even free on every airline.
Sure ain't. And if you sit in first class, you can get wine.
You can get a lot of stuff up there. You can get it in the back. You got to pay for it.
So, bitch, you should have spent some extra money.
But the thing is, all of this, whether you getting wine, a bourbon and ginger, or whatever you getting, it's a convenience. My role on this aircraft is to keep you safe. Yeah. And in the past, you had to be a nurse to even be a flight attendant.
Oh, really?
Yes, it was a requirement in the 50s that you had to be a nurse to be a flight attendant. The very first flight attendant is a nurse.
Wow.
Because they used to fly at a certain altitude and people would pass out all the time. So they needed nurses to care for the people on the aircraft.
Oh.
Now, you don't have to be a nurse, but you wouldn't be surprised at how many flight attendants are nurses and how many nurses are flight attendants.
Wow. Okay, makes sense.
It is a safety-related job.
I work with a lot of course, white male-dominated population, all this other stuff like that, and I've gotten to a T to, dealing with the every type of demeanor you can think of from a white man. Like, I've dealt with it and I've took it on the chin. But again, in this most recent position, like, I'm just not going for it. Yeah. So, this one particular guy who, of course, is above me, he we'll have a deal. We'll have to talk it out. We'll have these little meetings to review and assess it, see if we can do it, see if we can service the debt, all this other stuff like that. He always throws it on my desk. He walks into my office and he throws it on my desk. I don't do too well with that. Like, I don't know who, and again, you know, I'm dark skinned. Lashes up to a mile high. I can have my hair in a bun today. I can have some 42-inch box braids tomorrow. I'm seen as aggressive. Like, I've been told this already. So he came at me, threw something at me, and he had this tone that it triggered something in the way that these motherfuckers used to talk to my ancestors. And bitch, I was like, are you okay? Because your tone, I said, it's something different about your tone. You've never used this type of aggressive tone with me before. Is everything okay with you? I noticed, like, asking people fucking questions. Well, no, nothing is wrong. They automatically check themselves.
Yeah.
Instead of you know, I'll take this like, you know, like, don't talk to me like that or anything like that. Like, I need to ask questions. Let's break this down because you got me fucked up.
Let's find out where you had me fucked up.
Let's find out where you had me fucked. Oh, no. I'm sorry. And he immediately, I'm so sorry. I just had a bad phone call and I'm just so, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you take this and you come back and you get the fuck out of my office and you try it again. Like, I'm so sick. I'm so sick of entitled people.
Yeah, that's what gets me.
It is. I'm sick of it. Like, y'all be nice. Be kind to people.
Please.
I was a flight attendants, people who are cooking your food, doing your hair. Why would you get an attitude with them? They could really fuck you up. If something happened on that flight, you better say your prayers because I wouldn't help you. I wouldn't help you. I'm sorry. I wouldn't help you. I'll crumble up your cookies before I give them to you. When you open, I don't care if I have to clean it up later. You're not going to eat that cookie.
They be crumbled up anyway.
All that for some damn ginger ale.
I mean, it's not that bad. I'm sitting here holding on to the seat to have this stupid conversation with you. Hit everybody with a 250-pound car coming back here to have this conversation with you. And you telling me it's not that bad.
And it be so tight. And y'all have to do this stuff. And then you got to talk to everybody. You want this? And reach over
lean
people.
Over into the aisle. And then you hit me with the car and they write in. And act like they're really injured when they get hit with the car.
Girl, you lying.
No. Because we get emails back if it's our flight. Do you remember this passenger said this happened?
Get out of here. So, yeah, this whole workplace grievances.
Yes. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It is. It's a lot. And we got to do more things to just balance out, you know, for the people who are not in a position where they actually like their career and their jobs and stuff like that. Like, we got to figure out what we got to do to, like, for me, it's traveling.
Yeah.
But it's like, you got to find something to balance it out because it's blatant, pure D bullshit. Like you said, post-COVID, we see it now.
Yeah.
Especially in corporate America. We see the 8 to 5 in-office thing. That is, like, it's almost offensive now.
Yeah. Yeah. And the people, too, like, don't care about other people anymore. You know, COVID highlighted it a lot, you know, that people don't give a shit about other people. They just don't care about being nice. They don't care about, you know, being considerate. That went clean out the window.
Oof.
So it's too much. But I think we have reached our time because your drip is actually done. So we're going to take it down.
I will be giving you guys a review and an update, and I will be vlogging this experience. Super thanks to no.
She's so extra.
I'm excited. I didn't even like it. Really didn't feel like nothing. Like I feel like
nothing.
We just been sitting here talking. I could do this every week.
Yeah.
Wait, you supposed to do it at least every 2 weeks?
Some people do it. Depends on what you get.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Well, you know, guys, make sure y'all send in these anonymous letters because y'all definitely, you know, keep us on our toes.
Man.
Don't yank our edges. But definitely send it in. Season 3, we getting down into the meat and potatoes of it. It's been fun. Y'all still rocking with us. We love you for it.
We made y'all wait so long, but I hope that it was worth it that we made you wait this long. We had to work out some kinks.
We did.
We needed new setup. We need new lighting. We needed more. We needed y'all to see all of this.
That's right. We wanted to give y'all a visual, and if you're listening to it, an audible orgasm. We wanted y'all to have an orgasm. You need to, you know what I'm saying?
Auditory orgasm?
Auditory, that's the word.
I'm like, what is she trying to say?
That word had me in a chokehold.
A chokehold, okay?
Y'all know what I was talking about.
I figured it out.
We want you to have a hearing and sight orgasm.
Okay.
Sometimes you gotta dumb it down.
Yeah. Woo. I just thought about this meme. This man was saying something, but he spelled the word, like each letter he spelled out in a word.
Oh.
And she says, "That's right, sound it out, baby." I wish I could remember what the word was.
Talk that shit out, sound it out.
You gotta do what you gotta do around here. But we love you guys for watching. Make sure you tune in next week for episode 4. And we hope that you guys are enjoying so far. Remember, don't forget to keep sending in the strawberry letters because we literally love them and we hope that you do too. We'll catch you next week on episode 4. Bye.
Bye, guys.
This is the Spotlight Podcast Network.